easy way to make money on consistent basis without even lifting a finger. It is, of course, it's called as dividend stocks. Today we are going to look into best dividend stocks which I've recently added in my portfolio and that could potentially make you rich. Hi, this is Passive Income Expert and I help people to invest in portfolios where you can sit and relax on beach and keep money rolling into your bank accounts. Isn't that a perfect tan on the beach? Let's get started with the video. So everyone talks about passive income, but there is a fear of investing and losing money, which always causes hurdle. Remember, this risk is worthwhile. If not today or the future, in couple of years you will see the reward. Dividend stocks are one of the best passive investment, which gives you easy money if you invest in the right stocks. Think in a way, do you want to work for the next 15 years and enjoy the rest of your life? Or you want to enjoy your next 5 years and you want to work for, let's say, 30 to 40 years and make your life hell? A dividend is essentially a reward which companies give to stockholders and that is paid every quarter. The stocks which I'm going to share today are the most stable ones, and I've chosen them based on a deep research, and they are expected to give you good return on consistent basis. Even though you will see crises across the stock market, crypto market, or wars, but these stocks will still pay dividends even though the market impacts them in a way. You will have to dedicate yourself and have a bit of patience. Best dividend stocks are like social circle where you sit and stand every day, and there is a king which is the best individual and everybody gets the fruit of it. There could be appealing stocks which can say we will give you best dividends maybe 400% or maybe 600%. However, these stocks could be risky as they are an enticement where major investor all of a sudden pulls out all the money and you will be stuck for the rest of your life. The stocks which we will discuss might not be the best dividend payouts, but they are still far better than other stocks and you can accumulate the money for next years. So let's start with the first stock. The first stock is Starbucks. I love their marketing strategy. Whenever you go into your shop and you buy a coffee, a person politely asks you, what's the name on the cup? And you feel good. You share your pictures on social media and you feel relaxed. This company is expected to grow much more in the years. Their annual dividend yield is 2.24 as of now. But let's look how their strategy is and how this company is expected to grow. If we look into, let's say, 6 month chart, this company has been not performing well because of their EPS ratio was missed recently. However, if we look into 1 year chart and 5 year chart, this company has grown 49.77% and they are expected to grow much because their market cap and their strategy is been changing on consistent basis. So let's look into analysis. Analysis from Yahoo Finance says analysts expect faster growth for Starbucks, and even though this multi-fool website you can subscribe it, it's very good in terms of stocks news. Good news, Starbucks revenue growth strong, yet still hasn't hit high gear. So they are constantly growing, and this news might change your mind. Starbucks targets 55,000 stores globally by 2030. So imagine how big of this company can grow and how big a giant it will be in future. So let's look into their revenue. So if we talk about June 2021, so their revenue was 7.5 billion, which is 77% growth in terms of October 2021. So they have growth 31.33%, and they have recently generated revenue on in January 2022, which is 19.28%, and this is expected to grow over the years. If we look into the dividend charts for Starbucks, so if you see dividend yield over the years, so let's start with 2012. So it was 1.15, and you can see the graph is constantly increasing. These type of stocks require a handsome amount of investment on which you are expecting returns, let's say 20,000 or 30,000, and on that particular one in a quarter you can easily make, let's say, 3,000 or 4,000 which is a good investment. The second one is Realty Income Corporation. It's a real estate investment trust that invests in freestanding, single tenant, or commercial properties across the globe. And they have potentially high customers and they are never expected to get a recession. So let's look into their clients and we can see how big they are. So their top 20 clients are, they include Sainsbury, AMC Theaters, Regal Cinemas, Tesco, Amazon, and much more. So these companies have invested with them and they are their top clients and they are basically giving warehouses or some other stuff on rent. You might have heard of 7-Eleven. Whenever you are going to fill up a petrol, everyone is buying a coffee or some snacks. And this thing is never going to stop because this is necessity of life and this company is never expected to go down. Walmart is also one of their major partners. And if we look into their dividend yields, so in 39 2019 it was 0.227, which was 3.6%. Next quarter it was 3.7, and most recently which we saw is 5.1%, which is a good growth. And this company is, as I said, expected to grow more in future. The next one is J&J, Johnson and Johnson. You might have overlooked this stock many times, but I always keep an eye on it. You might have heard of their famous product which everyone has used in the childhood, that baby powder. Does it ring the bell? Well, they have much more. They are producers of COVID vaccine now. They are producer of Listerine and all and much more. They have been listed on the stock market since 1944, and this one is regarded as one of the highest stable stock, and their dividend yield is 2.40%. Initially, they started with antiseptic supplies, then bandages and much more. Now they are going to be a big giant in skin industry and some groundbreak technologies in the coming future. Let's look into their chart for last 5 years. So you can see there is a $52 growth, which is 42.05%, and this is expected to grow more. Their dividend yield is 2.4%, which is a good one. The next one is JP Morgan. They are a major giant in banking industry. Their dividend is 2.82% annually. Remember, whenever you are investing, always diversify your portfolio. In case one of the sector is not doing well, you can still make money from others. JP Morgan is the longest standing bank and they have range of financial products. They are credible. When inflation increase, bank starts to make more money. In coming years, there is high chances that inflation will occur and it will go very high, and you can imagine the stock price for this share. And they have increased 61.5% in the past 5 years. So imagine if it grows more, your dividend yield will also grow high. The next one is Unilever. They are quite interesting as they are paying out 4.40% of the dividends. Now you might not have heard of this company much, but whenever you are going to a grocery store, so remember the products like Magnum, Cornetto, Ben and Jerry, Vaseline, and some other stuff. These products are just the tip of iceberg, and they are much more in terms of grocery and necessity. Remember, groceries are necessity of life, and they are never going to stop. So Unilever is one of the producers, and they are pioneers. They were established in 1934 and they are world's first company to run a color TV advertisement on the TV. And they can push themselves even if stock market crashes, but they have diversified portfolio and they will keep on giving you dividend yields maybe for the next 10 to 20 years and your portfolio will grow. Let's look into their 5-year chart. And this company has been consistent. As you can see, they have not grown much, not went much down, but their dividend yield stays constant. Now comes the mystery one. So, well, all of the stocks which I mentioned earlier, if they didn't sound much appealing, this mystery one will be much more appealing to you guys. So it's called as Vanguard High Dividend Yield ETF. They combine 404 top stocks and you can invest in all of them by just a single click. ETF is basically not technically a stock, but it's a safe investment. So you are spreading your risk among these top 404 companies and just trying to play safe. They might not have the highest payout, but it's a very stable company and in for a longer run. I have invested in this company and holding my ETF from last 3 years, and they have been quite stable, quite helpful. Never had any issues with them. The current dividend yield for this company is 3.2% annually. Imagine if you are investing $10,000, so the annual yield will be 3,200 USD, which you will be getting as a return. They will always be above the market as they are in market for 45 years and they can be trustworthy. So let's look into their portfolio. So which companies they have invested and okay. So if we look into the portfolio and management, as you can see, their dividend per share has been quite consistent over the years. And let's look into the companies. So if we look into the portfolio, so they have number of stocks is 410. That's the cap. And in which industries they have invested, let's say consumer, energy, financials, healthcare, technology, telecommunication, utilities, and much more. So they have, let's look into top major companies. The shares which I mentioned earlier, they are also part of this ETF. Johnson and Johnson, JP Morgan, then Coca-Cola, Exxon Mobil, Bank of America, they are their major customers. So be cautious if you are trying to drive your car on the dividend route. It might sound appealing that you will keep on investing more and more, but as I always say, only invest the money which doesn't impact your personal life or daily life. In the next video, we will start building our first YouTube stock portfolio and I will reveal which stocks I have been holding from last 5 years and which are the ones I'm going to buy in current future. So please stay tuned for the next video. Like this video, share and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.